Hello, little nestlings. This is Misprint Magpie, and today we are back with more Hooked on You, the Dead by Daylight dating sim that we never knew we needed. I've been really excited to play this game again just because of how funny it is. So, yeah, I hope you're all as excited as I am. So, yeah, let's just hop right into it. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd really greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. Oh, just as a reminder, for anyone who might have missed the first stream of this, right now I am working on romancing the spirit because she is beautiful. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did it. Oh, poor Dwight. That's why he needs Claudette, to keep him in check. She's the only one who has brain cells around here. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. Okay, we get it, Wraith, we get it. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. It'll follow you there, though. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. What do you mean, other killers? I'm not a killer. Right? Right? Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think? Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Yeah, probably not. Why y'all looking at me? It wasn't my fault. Oh cool, and now everyone is looking at you. Yep, just what I wanted. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Oh no. I like storytelling as much as the next person, but I don't like being put on the spot like this. Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Or maybe spawns sharks that shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Come on, Spirit. We have something special going on. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. It could be both. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Magpie was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Oh no! I have to decide if I tell a story? Oh no! Okay, okay. Did I save my game? Nah, I'm just gonna go with it and hope for the best. Fine, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. Oh, Trickster's here! Everyone, it's Trickster. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Romance, adventure, action. Oh, come on, we want to set the mood for some romance. I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth. I mean, it's not gonna be Romeo and Juliet, but, you know, we'll see. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Not quite, it's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting, she'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. It's soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet! Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. In fact, some only need days, and the threat of death hanging over their head to help make a decision. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. He probably has the right idea. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Oh, I want to choose Spirit again because I'm trying to romance her. But I'm worried about what that might mean. I'm going to choose Spirit again and hope for the best. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, or technically I suppose The Fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful shabby chic farmhouse. Everyone's favorite wedding destination. Together they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilikoi, by the way, so fancy. When it came to time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, the fiancé I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Was he Dwight? Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods, which definitely ends well for her, I'm sure. Each day she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found, and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the fiancé, since they had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. Uh-oh, she's turning into a bridezilla. Watch out! When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. I'm pretty sure you want to do that before you put on your wedding dress, especially since it's, white. Anyways, treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful, she became dizzy just looking at them. Not sus at all, it's probably fine. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead impossibly even more beautiful blossoms. Don't trust them! Don't trust them! It's a trap! Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the fiancé, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked, and walked, and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there was no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are? Out there all alone? I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. Oh yeah. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. I want a sequel to this game, because it would be amazing. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment, and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Magpie, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Uh-oh, I'm gonna make someone mad no matter what Yeah, don't answer that, we don't actually care. Okay, good. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? I mean, by now it's the triple, at least, right? Triple digit? Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear someone trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough of talk of burns. Things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Magpie is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. I mean, she's not wrong. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all of that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. Oh man. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's innate insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you, for the moment. Oh hi, Kira! What's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives. Or, you know, some special projects we might have going on. That's not concerning. You heard him, who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. It's probably true. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. We all know who I'm picking, because we all know who I'm romancing. Spirit? Oh, you picked me. Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I just spite phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize, but I had a long day. Loading, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge, it takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. At least everyone's as confused as I am. That's good to know. See you at the bar, I guess. Yay! You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers, surrounded by a bevy of bottles for assorted boozes. Who's ready to get wasted? As you know, I don't drink, so not me. Unless you mean wasted as in killed, in which case, Dad, if you are out there somewhere, I will find you and waste you for what you've done to me. You really don't drink? Ever? Is that a like, because it will just fall out a hole in your stomach thing, or? I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is a poison of the body and the mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing. Yeah. Then why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things. Dwight, no, that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue? What? What do these two get up to when they're out of the spotlight? Whoa, whoa! Who ordered the soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off menu. Welp, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed. Hey, I used to work at a few restaurants. By your father, on whom you will have your bloody vengeance. Right, well, so be it. How about you, Magpie? Do you drink? I'm gonna stay sober. I've got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm gonna pass on the alcoholic drinks. You're here! Yay, she approves! Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. Yeah, see? There we go. You watch as Spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere and its little fruity guts plop out onto Spirit's lap. Oopsie! One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows stains. No take backsies. So lovebirds, what drink shall we make? Fancy beer, zombie, Bloody Mary, dark and stormy. I feel dark and stormy probably is the way to go, considering who I'm romancing. How about a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date? Okay, that one is cute. Yay, I'm winning her over. Please, allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made. First, rum, or in this case rum extract and a bit of apple juice, is poured over ice. And then fresh ginger beer is added in. I love ginger beer. Garnish with a lime wheel, and drink. The end. Do you think you're up to the challenge of replicating this recipe, Magpie? Oh, I was supposed to remember that? Okay, I think so. Replicating rum, substitute, and ginger beer over ice. Don't forget the lime wheel! It's very important. Rum, substitute, and ginger beer over ice with the lime wheel. Not sure I appreciated your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural. A sassy natural. You and Dwight might have more in common than... Don't you dare! Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. Yay, we're making progress. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way in from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? You bet it is, Spirit. Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. That is so true. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Wanna make out a little? Oh, okay. You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing. Before you can get a yes out, lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. Aww, we missed our chance. The gang's all together on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. Was it yesterday? That's because it was? Oi, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that actually. I mean, you probably have. I probably haven't. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. I'll keep that in mind if I ever am presented with that job opportunity. Good thing you've really used your time well since then, have I? Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Okay, wait, so I'm guessing the brain is Spirit. Mogul, basket face. Psychotic bunny girl. Okay. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who Magpie chooses. Oh boy, I already know who I'm choosing, but yeah, let's see how this goes. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? I love Huntress, she's so pretty. No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even if in this case it's a subtle dig. Stop talking. I love how Dwight just keeps saying stupid stuff and Claudette's like, Dwight, for the love of God, please. We are trying to make it through this. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? I need a sequel to this game. Like, we keep talking about that other island that the VIPs stay at, and Trickster's one of them. I, for some reason, keep picturing that a lot of the licensed killers are there. Like, I know that wouldn't be the case, but, like, I'm just picturing the Xenomorph just chilling on the beach, and it's very funny to me. Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Magpie, you're thinking of picking me? Not at all, but go ahead. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. Wow, you're really selling your case here. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. I get the feeling everyone's hiding a secret that will have the same effect. But anyways. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Oh, Kira, licensed killers are on the other island. Oh man. Again, I'm just picturing Xenomorph chilling, like, on a lounge chair, sipping, like, a margarita or something, and it's just, I don't know why, the image, I just want a poster of it now. Great! Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away! Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing, because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Next time, Huntress, I promise. Next time I play this game. Because I do plan to play this game over and over until I get every killer romanced. Next time I'm picking you, Huntress, I promise. Confident, mysterious. I like it. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Magpie privately. I don't really know how that's gonna work with these game mechanics, especially since I'm streaming. What if you just whispered it to Magpie? Wraith considered this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. I'm nervous about trying to whisper because I don't want you guys to miss it, so I'll move a bit closer to the mic. Tomorrow we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Hit us, Spirit! Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Again, I love how Claudette just has to keep reining in Dwight, because he just keeps being an idiot, and I love it. Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. Oh, is she gonna murder me so I'll be a spirit with her? Is that what the date's gonna be? That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? Is it the entity? Or the ocean? Or mayhaps the narrator? If they're not all one and the same. All of them! Alright, guess for narrator, ocean, and entity. If they're not all the same. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang out with Spirit. Alright, good to know, good to know. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. I already know what I'm choosing, but yeah. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Ha! Oh gosh! How could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants, who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break. Oh dear. Is it Spirit? And giving them a little push. What? What if I don't want to give him a little push? What if I just want to hang out with Spirit and spit in the face of gods, apparently? Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, me. It's kind of obvious. Come on, the signs are there, you just didn't read them. I read them. My online person didn't, apparently. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? And because we've been watching The Bachelor too much? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings? Someone dangerous? What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Well, I'm definitely not going to eliminate Spirit, for obvious reasons. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? Crap. Okay, so my instincts say Wraith because he seems like the least likely to kill me, but that feels like it might be a trap. And a trapper. I feel like okay, who is Spirit gonna be able to protect me from the most? Chat, any ideas? Okay. Trapper will just try to throttle me in my sleep. Maybe before I even get the chance to go on a date, so maybe he's out. Huntress will start stalking and might strike at any moment. Wraith, again, I have no idea what he'd do. Yeah, he would ugly cry, we all know this. But I feel like he would do something else as well. My instincts say either Huntress or Wraith. Because again, I feel like Trapper would kill me before I even got the chance to go on this date. Okay, who would Spirit be able to protect me from the most? Sorry, I'm a very indecisive person, so this is difficult. Okay, I'm gonna go with... I'll go with Wraith. I'll go with Wraith and hope for the best. Look, I'm here and horny and I'm... Oh, wait. Peace out, Wraith. What kind of monster eliminates the Wraith? He wouldn't hurt a fly. Yes, he would. I know from experience. He's jump scared me enough times to know. Oh, hi, a creative name. How are you doing? Also, this game is very fun. Look, I'm here and I'm horny and I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, Wraithy Poo. Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are and what you're about deep down as a person and how I don't like it. Yeah, don't take that personally. You're just chilling? Oh, that's good. I am too. This is a very chill game. It's very fun. Like, give me something, you know? A kiss, a wink, hold my hand, finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with? Yeah, stop with the carrot on the stick thing. Not into it. Or better yet, don't. Wraith rises, taller than you've ever seen him, and calmly walks to the exit. Oh, I have a bad feeling. I should have chosen one of the others, maybe. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You're just like the rest of them. There is no hope of goodness here. Oh no, I knew there would be more than just ugly crying. The only thing I could do is try to escape. Or burn everything and everyone to the ground. Hey, Spirit? Since we were gonna go on a date, you wanna maybe protect me and my very soft, squishy mortal body? He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. I kinda was. I knew there would be more to it. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. Yeah, that feels like a safe bet. That feels like a safe thing to do on this island. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. Because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Magpie when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's ominous. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... the Trickster body pillow! Oh my god! Their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. That's not what you want to hear about a body pillow. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Magpie. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. I'm gonna hope Spirit will be like kind of sticking around all creepy like and just be like, no, that one's mine. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Are they gonna like ninja chop my neck? Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Neither did I. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I just tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil-may-care, but the truth is I'm really a pessimist at heart. Aren't you all? Aren't you all, though? For understandable reasons, but still. That tends to happen when... your mother is skewered by an elk when you were young? Yeah, how'd you know? Because the narrator knows all. Wild guess. It's also the only thing you talk about. Well, that too. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over in that tree and I'm feeling peckish. I know I said some things when Magpie kicked me to the curb and, I just want to say I'm embarrassed for how I acted. He's trying to lull me into a false sense of security. I can feel it. Not what I said, though. I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn. How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Magpie's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. But if Magpie's goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job. How did you know? Of course Magpie is into me. Why wouldn't they be? Yes, my romancing of the spirit is coming along swimmingly. I'm thoughtful, beautiful, surrounded by a calming mist. I've also got great hair. Very true. And since I'm technically dead, I'm extremely low maintenance. Look, I don't like to throw the term anime waifu around too often, but if the body pillow fits, snuggle it, you know what I mean? Why are we talking about body pillows so much all of a sudden? What? No, you're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. Please, I need a sequel where you go to the VIP island and it's like Trickster and I don't know, what other killers would there be? Because it obviously can't be licensed ones, so that's something to consider. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto ad, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. IP Island, that's what it was called. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. Or else he will kill you. Night Owl Canada, hey beautiful people. Hello, Night Owl. I'm having so much fun with this game. I'm probably having too much fun, but it's just great. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them. Like Ghost. Don't say it! Look, we get it, you're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to and I don't want to get sued. I was thinking that Ghostface would be one of the IP killers that everyone would want. And again, will we game tonight or are you too glued? I am planning to do a stream tonight. I'm not sure which game yet, but yeah, after this game, I'll play something else, but yeah. And I hope you'll play with me, Night Owl. Trickster. Ghostface! Come on! Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the trickster. See you around, Magpie. You too, narrator. I'm not gonna lie. Naturally, if we got a sequel with Trickster as one of the candidates, I would go for him first. I love Trickster. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it is not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay. Never mind. Oh no. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. Well, too bad, narrator. That's what you're gonna get. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. I don't think you want to sit in that chair, but go for it. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How is it pop? You know what, I don't even care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade, you cheated on an algebra test once? Those do seem like Dwight confessions, I'm not gonna lie. Watching Wraith get eliminated was the best time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, these sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? It's called the Entity. Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so that I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. That's the most important part, the polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. I feel that. I've had those days. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Ah, well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, 2 days in paradise. 2 days in a tropical paradise is more vacation than I had during something. Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. I'm looking forward to it. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which it's sort of okay with. But only sort of. What's that? You don't know about killer crabs? Oh right, you didn't go on that hunter's date. You really missed out. It was thrilling. Or I guess it would have been. You'll have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose. Oh, don't you worry. I plan to. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their faces excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love? Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. Fingers crossed. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Who is my ex? How do I remember this when I don't remember anything else? Suddenly the message is clear. You are going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos in this show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. Yunjin Lee, you have some explaining to do. But before they walk you over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Magpie. It can't be easy, being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers, trying to manage your most primal impulses. Murder and making out. Yeah, those are everyone's primal impulses, I'm sure. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claudette and Dwight look around I can never say this word for some reason. Conspiratorially. Yeah, I know I didn't say it right. Yeah. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with the killer who isn't into you. Don't worry, I know who I have my sights set on. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. Oh no. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Is there a third category in mind? Is it the killer's side piece? Is that what I'm gonna be? Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again? Conspiratorially. Okay, I'm not gonna try. Well, I've never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she's opened up to you. I've seen her open up the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully for you and for us, that's in a different type of game. So, are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad, we're on a schedule. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Magpie, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? I knew it was a Bachelorette or Bachelor reference, and I get the feeling it's also a bit referencing, what's the name of that? Is it just Survivor? You know, the show, you know what I mean. Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The one where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. What other flower thing? Oh, right, I suppose. But no roses. There's such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Aw, pretty. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry, you've got other things to talk about right now. Honestly, I am curious if Claudette and Dwight are a thing. Magpie, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? We all know. There's no questioning. It's Spirit. You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat and into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to be a better person and resisted the urge to show me the sharp edge of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. And we shall, up to the eye of the dark storm that is our reality, to the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. Oh, we're gonna go inside there? It's time to see what you're made of, Magpie. Oh, what's gonna happen? Well, guess we'll find out. I thought it might be nice to start the day out on Trapper's yacht before we head up to the Black Lighthouse. I love how everyone's just stealing Trapper's yacht. Like, I think maybe it's everyone's yacht, but Trapper's just like, it's mine, and everyone's like, okay, sure. Even if I kind of hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling or whatever, it's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit, at least. There's more to me than what you've already gotten to experience. I know that my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating hair. Hey, I'm into it. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once. Went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. Doesn't it suck working at restaurants? I feel that pain. And then, well, I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I woke as an undead Avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know by whom. A lot of time when you think about ghosts, they're these kind of see-through flickering specters. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them. Ooh, like that sort of thing. Maybe there's some warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know. Depends on which movie you're watching. But when I died, well, I dare you to try and reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. Alright, you don't need to bring out the katana. I get it. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows? I sure don't. It was the entity! I've got my ideas, but I'm not exactly out there digging around in caves or dusting off antiques and trying to find clues and analyze their meanings. I do want to take this experience seriously though. I want to give the process a chance. It may be a dumb process, and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person, but you just woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are and where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try and swim away, you're giving this a chance. I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option. It's not. Aren't there, like, sharks? It's not. However, the fact that you never even tried, I think that means you've got courage, or an open mind. Or, I don't know, maybe you stuck around because you like someone you met here. You know it, Spirit, you know. Maybe. While the two of you were getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse. Last stop, everybody off. There were other stops? Oh no, not of this trip, of your life. Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves for the shore. I'm just messing with you. This was the only stop. Nobody here is really looking out for our fun, so we have to make it ourselves. I mean, fair. And you know what? I support you guys. Especially Claudette. She just looks so cute. But no, there are no other stops. Seriously, go. Race you to the poop deck, Dwight. The ship doesn't even have a poop deck. Oh, it will. What kind of weird shenanigans are these two getting up to? As you disembark, you see Dwight and Claudette run giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. You arrive at the beach near the majestic lighthouse. Its imposing form towers above you. A flock of birds circles lazily, no sense of fear or urgency, as if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today. See? Spirit places her wrist delicately in your hand and presses your fingers down against your skin. It's cool to the touch, but you feel, is that the faintest of pulses? My blood is absolutely pumping. So what happens now? Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who has lived to tell about it. We're going there. Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse amongst the circling birds. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Wraith! No! Oh no! Is he gonna kill me? Oh no! Hey y'all! How's everyone doing today? Certainly seems to be taking the whole elimination thing well. Or maybe this is the opposite of that. Better not bring it up at all and just hope he doesn't completely melt down. Wise words, narrator. Wise words. Hi, Wraith. You sure seem chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else strange. Something different than what's usually going on. Wraith takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air that has ever been sucked. Magpie, thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again forever? This is how it was meant to be. I feel alive! Are you done? We're kind of, on that date you just mentioned. I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like she said, we're in the middle of something. You mind? Oh, right. So what you doing? Heading up into the eye of the lighthouse? OMG, what is this? I know Night Owl. It's so beautiful. I love this game. Like, I haven't even finished romancing the first killer, and I already want a sequel. Like, where there's Trickster. Okay, out of curiosity, people in chat, what other killers do you think would be fun to romance? And obviously, licensed killers are out because they wouldn't be able to use them. Heading up into the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one has been up there and lived to tell about it, but this sounds exactly like telling about it. Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but Spirit waves her arms at Wraith from head to toe. And if he's not dead now, he's gonna be when I punish him for interrupting our date. Hey now, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up into any menacing shapes. I don't know, I think it looks pretty cool. I'll just be over here running away. Enjoy the view. I think Wraith was kidding about that hole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even of the island. What you can see is mostly ocean, on account of it being, a lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point. Regarding your, how do I say it? Spirit's hand floats up as she scratches her head contemplatively. You don't usually see her at a loss for words like this. What's your mortal status? Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Because despite what our lanky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it from all corners of this world, if not further. Well, duh, you saw a freaking pirate ship seemingly travel through space and time, only to crumble at the rocks beneath the spooky tower. But you decide not to point it out because that wouldn't be too romantic now, wouldn't it? I think I'm alive. I'm here with you, walking this beach, feeling the water on my feet, feeling the sun on my skin. Here with me, the Spirit. Does that really make you feel alive? I guess I don't know. If you come with me into the eye of the Black Lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because we have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. I'd hate for you to simply turn to ash. If we were to commit, right here and now, to figuring this out as friends, we could put that risk off for another time. Just be friends? Ouch, is this her way of letting you down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that it may not be safe. You might die up there and there's nothing I can do about it. Stay down, live for sure. Go up, maybe die. I'm in it to win it. If we die, we die. It's worth it. Go up. You take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels into your body and fills your lungs. It may be the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with that information. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I'd risk my life for it. Spirit smiles a quirky, devilish smile. Oh, that's good. Right this way! I love this game. Inside the lighthouse is almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but inside this place is like a void. Is it the entity's void? Question mark, question mark, question mark? The last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave you is a horrible sight. A petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not but up, but down, as if it had been crawling. Watch your step! The things we do for love. Oh, that's so pretty! That's actually gorgeous. Oh my gosh. When you arrive in the lantern room at the top of the Black Lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out and seemingly defunct. Dust cakes the room as though it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow, it was just morning a moment ago, but now it's night? What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking out over the ocean all day. I've really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you, taking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of my perfect date. Really? I don't remember that. I just called it the perfect date and you can't be bothered to remember it? What kind of game are you playing with me? Dating sim. That's the kind of game. I want to remember it. It's just that for some reason my mind is completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead. I mean, you might be in a minute since you forgot the date, but you know. Or you're already dead and have been this whole time. Oh! Tricksy, tricksy. That's true. Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working. Even turned off, the light has a power to it. The massive lens refracts moonlight through itself, a subtle sparkle that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went? Staring into this light as the sun fell and the moon rose? Maybe. Thanks for spending the day with me. I really had a good time. I probably did as well. That's it? Don't get me wrong, this is really cool and all. I guess I don't know what I expected. I suppose if you thought you were walking into your death and nothing happened, it might feel a bit anticlimactic. That's probably true. Sorry, anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let me just flip on the light for the staircase so it's easier to get down. I get the feeling that's not a good idea, considering the corpse that we saw that was trying to crawl down the staircase, but we'll see. The stairs still look pretty dark. Maybe it... Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum, and then it becomes frightening clear to you. That switch wasn't for the stairs, it was for the main lantern, a lantern that is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up to your nose. Even the spirit's like, oh dear. Oopsie, looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stair lights at all. Now we see who is really alive and who is really dead, I suppose. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself will protect you. Not sure I see the logic in that, but if it is magic, it kind of defies logic. I want to see it, but, well, I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look only at me and I'll keep you safe. Yay! Okay. Oh no, is this gonna be another mini game? Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna try my best. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Oh boy, I hope I don't die. Oh dear. Oh, perfect. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. Okay. Not bad. Oh no! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh! Perfect! I can't believe I managed that. Oh no, I'm not gonna manage this one. Oh lord. Oh, okay. Not bad. Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope I haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. Hey, I did my best, and I did a lot better than I was expecting to. I'm so lucky you'd put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real. Despite your attempt to resist it, the incredible force of energy from the Black Lighthouse's lantern eye refuses to subside. No, it cannot be ignored, and it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, that was just a trivial game. This is real life, and real magic. You stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind. It's very pretty, at least. Hey, been a while. How are things? Doing good? Feeling more dead, or more alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon. Oh. You wake to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. It takes time for the sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not to you. You know how sometimes people say, it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it is you, and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought what you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it looks a whole lot different than this. Oh, so I was meant to be a sacrifice. That was like meant... Oh, interesting, intriguing. Oh, the Trapper in Spirit? Really? I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody. Oh yeah? Fine. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. But I'm not doing that. I'm dumping. Don't you say it. I'm dumping even Macmillian, and there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan. Rin, Trapper turns from Spirit and looks directly at you. You realize that you're laying on the ground of some weird tunnel. I think that your shouting woke up Magpie. My shouting? Say something, stay quiet, fake snore. Oh dear. Huh. Oh dear. I might save again, because I get the feeling that at this point, it won't let me, like, reload if I die. Oh, it won't let me, okay. Say something, stay quiet, fake snore. I'm not gonna fake snore. I'm gonna stay quiet. In an attempt to be as quiet as possible, you hold your breath and freeze in place. Sorry we woke you up, Magpie. After what happened, you'd probably be better off sleeping for a bit longer. Things just got out of hand. How'd you know? You were talking in your sleep, basically non-stop, until you woke up and then got quiet. What was I saying? I don't know, I don't speak Dutch. What? I know Dutch? Oh, okay, I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna fail. But I will try. Do you speak Netherlands? Bleekbar. Yeah, I'm not saying it right at all. Bleekbar, I don't know. Yeah, see, there you go again. The jig is up, as they say. The jig is, as they say, up. They know you're awake now, and you're going to have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Clearly, I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. Not here in this island or here in this creepy tunnel. As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as this tunnel goes, we brought you here. We? You and Trapper? But after the lighthouse light came on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might have hit your head or something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked Trapper for help. Why would you ask Trapper of all people? Then again, I guess Wraith is not an option because I for real dumped him. And Huntress, yeah, okay, I can see. It's not that I can't carry you, I just didn't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. Yes, I learned from experience in Dead by Daylight. I could have asked Claudette and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. But you trust Trapper? Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper can be a real jerk, and you'd be right, but you get what you see with him. Fair point. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island. What's up, guys? Talking Island Mysteries? My favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in. I think he's just stalking us as we try and go on this date. Trapper, you said this place was private. Don't look at me, I didn't tell him about it. Half of the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him. Is Hunt just gonna show up now? Well, geez, I can see when I'm not wanted. So you three a throuple now, or? Because I gotta say, I really didn't get the whole trapper spirit thing, but hey, if it's not my business, I don't stick my nose in it. We were not a thing! Nobody traps a trapper, not with traps or with relationships. You say that now, but just wait until the future, buddy boy. I'm coming for you. And you do realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now, right? Wow, so hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some very interesting features. If you head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find... Get out! Wraith looks around just to be doubly sure that Trapper is addressing him. He does not know how to take social cues at all. I was just leaving. Sure you were, Wraith, sure you were. This island, it's a lonely place, which is great. For me, I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me. And it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody really didn't want to have that talk, but we were more than friends. I dispute the events as told for the record. I don't pursue, I stalk, and I lie in wait. Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things we were good at. Evidently so. So I hate to ask, but I did just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp, so I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What were you good at? Well, for starters. Excuse me, I'll take that question, thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest. For revenge. Exactly. What you might not know, Trapper is like a great classical maestro of revenge. Trapper blushes behind the mask. That's one way to compliment a killer. Revenge against friends who had turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against the barista who wrote Edwin on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan. For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. But they say to never date your heroes. Is that what they say? Good advice, but I don't think that's the saying. Yeah, me too, narrator. And then you came along, Magpie. You showed me that it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. Thank you? I'm not sure where you got all of that from, but okay. You held a mirror up to my own doubts and fears and showed me that they aren't everything about me, that I can embrace those things but not be defined by them. You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave or a dusty old tunnel. Trapper nudges you in the ribs with his elbow. Gross. Clearly appealing to Trapper's better features has been a winning strategy for dumping his ass because he seems to be taking it quite well. This whole half-assed dating show parody thing, at first I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? A genius who deserves a promotion for sure. But then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here. And I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on us. Listen, Magpie, while you were knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total weakling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and value her opinions. I think that's the most eloquent that Trapper's ever sounded in this game. That doesn't mean I trust you. Yep, there it comes. If you want to get to her, you have to get through me first. Oh dear, I should have gotten rid of Trapper. By passing Trapper's test, TM, coming to BHVR TV, Sundays at 8 p.m. Welcome to Trapper's test. Anyway, answer my questions correctly or die by my blade. Oh, it's not. I hope it's not another spinny wheel thing, otherwise I'm in trouble. Question 1. What is Spirit's real name? The one given to her by her murderous father, which she only lets her real friends call her. Okay, he said Rin. He called her Rin before, so I'm going with Rin Yamaoka. Plus, it's the Yamaoka estate, right? Okay, you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? A dragon. Sure, everyone knows that. They won't all be this easy. Question 3. Where did Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl before she was hell-bent on revenge? A restaurant, because we have that as common ground. I know, to think I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father I ever mingled with the help like that. He'd be so disappointed in me. Wow. Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color? I'm pretty sure it's black, right? Or did she say something different? I'm gonna go with black. Are these questions largely superficial? Sure, maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why Maybe that's why it didn't work out for us. Who knows? Question 5, the final question. You got this, Magpie. Do I? I feel like the narrator suddenly reassuring me is not very reassuring. According to Spirit, what's worse than being dead? Having unfinished business, regretting parts of your life, not being seen for who you are. Oh, it could be any of these. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. I have the feeling it's either having unfinished business or not being seen for who you are. Or it could be regretting parts of your life. It could be any of these. I'm trying to remember everything she's talked about with me. Because obviously she's always going on and on about revenge against her father, but I feel like that'd be the obvious easy answer, so I don't feel like it's that one. I think it's regretting parts of your life, because she regrets not doing things. Like, she regrets just following the whims of everyone else around her. What? Look, you got really close. I want to take a moment to applaud you for doing so well until now, but that's not what happens when you get a question wrong on Trapper's test. Say hello to my little blade. If death wasn't bad enough, the last words you hear before Trapper's weapon splits your entire body in half is an extremely lame catchphrase. Try again. The Trapper's trophy. Does the Trapper play fair? No, not really, but that's why we love him. Okay, try again. Please just be the Trapper's questions. Okay, good. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so Rin. And it's a dragon that lives inside her. She worked at a restaurant. Favorite color is black. Okay. What's worse than being dead? Okay. I'm gonna go not being seen for who you are. It's gonna be unfinished business. It's gonna be the obvious answer. I'm mind gaming myself. Oh, yes! When I pitched Trapper's test to the suits at BHVR TV, they told me there was no room in the budget for a new car to be given as the final prize for winning. So I killed them all right there on the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. I'm telling you this, A, to brag, and B, to explain why the only thing you're going to win is me saying congratulations for passing Trapper's test. Not that it was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman obsessed with a giant light that shines in the dark has a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure. You probably guessed, but rules are rules. Even if I literally just made them up, you got it right. So I guess I approve of you dating Spirit or whatever. I never really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you'd slip up and give me a good excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Don't worry, you got to do that already. You just don't remember it. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink, wink, wink. Trapper out. I'm sorry you had to endure that. What, 5 measly questions? It was nothing. Not even that, as ridiculous and unnecessary as it was. The whole thing. The waking up in a random tunnel, the overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had something going on, and the stupid quiz. All of it. Especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. And I like you too, Spirit. Please, call me Rin. Rin. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There was something else I wanted to show you. Alone up in the lantern room of the tower. Get your mind out of the gutter, Magpie. It's not that kind of game. It wasn't there, but I think, narrator, you're the one who needs to get their mind out of the gutter. I'm just saying. What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told, no, wait, it is that kind of game. Disregard the gutter comments. Come back up there with me? There's no place I'd rather be. You're excited to return to the lantern room of the lighthouse, despite all the drama and worry that was previously a part of this place for you. More importantly, you're excited to be there with Spirit. What makes it all the more crushing? When you're interrupted by the arrival of Claudette and Dwight. No! They have the worst timing! Their stupid schedule. Claudette, Dwight, funny seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I meant tragic. Tragic? I don't think so. What could be tragic about a family reunion? Those are always joyous occasions in my experience. Oh, is she gonna get to kill her dad? Before they can explain what's even supposed to happen, the lighthouse begins to howl a low, frightening sound. The lens begins to glow in a now familiar way. You prepare to shield your eyes in case something bad happens to you again. Now isn't the time for any reality show adjacent shenanigans, Dwight. Dwight, Claudette, shield your eyes. We don't know what the lighthouse will... Now, please don't interrupt. You'd think after all this time, you'd know that we've got your best interests in mind. Wait, what? No, of course I don't think that. I got wax in your ears, friend? I asked you not to interrupt. Too late, the black light flares. In the darkness, you see something horrible and strange. In the place of Claudette and Dwight are two ghoulish silhouettes. But before you can focus on them, the light passes and the two survivors are returned to their normal states. Huh. So are they not actually human anymore? Like, obviously, they're stuck in a purgatory situation, but are they, like, actually not human? Are they something else now? It's breezy up here. I should have packed a sweater. What in the hairy hell? Hey, watch the language. You shouldn't speak that way. Around your elders. It's the Oni! It's the Oni! Oh, that is actually a killer I was thinking, like, a while ago that would be kind of weirdly fun to romance, maybe. Grandpa? I knew they were related. I knew it. Oh, is that already in the backstory? Because if it is, I didn't realize. But I knew they were related. My little Rin! You're such a woman now. They grow up so fast. What? Magpie, meet Grandpa Kazan Yamaoka. Well, technically not just Grandpa. Technically he's my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. But that's a lot of greats to say in a row. I haven't seen my little Rin since I watched over her from the afterlife when she was just a little girl. And I expect you all to say the greats. Sorry. It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Rin, she can do whatever she wants. She's my precious little angel. But you... Oni stares at you with his demonic red eyes. You're pretty sure even the decorative third eye on his mask is looking at you. I mean, odds are, probably. You mongrel, you must treat me with respect, or so help me I'll be cleaning bits of your head off of my kanabo. A kanabo is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes, FYI. I'm not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to a descendant of the noble Yamaoka bloodline in the first place. Dirk, Claudine, explain what's going on to me. Dirk and Claudine. It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette. Remember? We explained to you that you were going to come meet with your great-great-great-great-granddaughter's suitor and to give or withhold your approval. Wasn't there one more great in there? I thought it was 5. 5 greats! I was right! Great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, sir. Your honor, master, sir. Dwight, he's a samurai, not a judge. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you have great judgment and because if they summoned my father, I'd be too distracted by torturing him for all eternity to continue with the rest of the... whatever this is. Show? Game? Experience? Purgatory? Ah yes, that makes sense. Only a man of my own power and magnitude can help. Self-important much? Nice to meet you, Kazan. Only my friends and family call me Kazan. Those who tremble in fear at my presence call me Oni. You're seeing a serious resemblance to Trapper in not only the sheer size of the man that Oni is, but also his attitude. Apparently, Spirit has a type. You sure you can, or want to, measure up to that? I mean, we'll see. It dawns on you then that, wait a second, maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you've tried to look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. Wouldn't I have a rough idea, just based on height? This definitely deserves more thought, but now's not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with the first ever case of self-blindness. There's a massive samurai mad dogging you from 2 steps away. Well, you don't scare me at all, so I'll stick with Kazan. Oh, I'm going all in on this. Peasant! I realize now the true purpose of my visit is to extinguish your light. Oni waves his katana in the air at you menacingly. Like great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, like great-great-great-great-granddaughter, apparently. But I thought he had a, what was it called, kanabo? Not a katana. Hold up there, Grandpops, not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better. Young people these days, always waiting to kill people, insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what needed to be done because your nobility depended on it. That is actually true of samurai. Which is very funny to think about. In his day, for such an imposing presence, he sure is giving off serious old man yells at cloud vibes. You see, when I was a young man, we didn't have foreigners in our land. Didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already. A little too much if you ask me, but I didn't make the rules. The rulers did. Exactly how it should be. Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, courtesans, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public executions. What were we talking about? Spirit giggles at her great. Okay, I'm not saying all of those every time. At Oni's forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so. Listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to do a list of every activity available to a samurai in the entirety of the Edo period. Silence, peasant. You're showing your ignorance. Samurai were forbade from many activities that didn't befit the Bushido code, such as attending certain theatrical performances, for instance. Sometimes, however, a samurai would put on a disguise in order to seek out entertainment. Now, I'm not saying I did that because I had honor, and a body built like an entire castle that is quite hard to hide. But clearly you have neither my honor nor my physique. You don't even know about the ins and outs of the shifting rules of traditional Japanese samurai etiquette, you fool! Rin, what would you want with such an uneducated admirer as this? You find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about who was and wasn't allowed to do what leisure activities over 100 years ago. However, you're really not sure how to handle this massive demonic old man. Is anyone sure how to handle him? Oh wait, I get it. Sweet Rin, my beautiful descendant. You've invited me here to do what you're too kind to do. Bash this jerk's head in. Claude, Doris, fetch my kanabo. Rin, wrap your robe around this mongrel's hands and hold them still. We'll splatter their brains on the beach together, as a family. What a bonding experience. Grandpa, no, that's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did. Aha, yes, sure, wink, wink, wink. The whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him and Trapper really do have a lot in common, don't they? I swear, Magpie has a good soul and the heart of a warrior. They fought for my love in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up with their fair share of nonsense. Nonsense which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this up already? Of course. Who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging out as a ghost and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 generations. Just come give your ancestor-in-law a hug. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Sword drawn, Oni beckons you closer. There's no way he has ever hugged anyone in his entire life. I think I'm good over here, actually. Rin, now, push them my way and I'll split them in half. The sacrifice of this usurper to the Yamaoka bloodline will surely bring us back to life and set us back on the course of honor. You're so silly, Grandpa. We both know that only one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Let me guess, the father. Revenge of my father, your great-great-great-great-grandson, traitor to the Yamaoka name. The lust for violence in your voice, it fills me with cheer. I'll never forget who I am. I suppose, if this is the person you want to be with, to go on your journey of bloody revenge with, I should trust your judgment. The strength inside of you blooms from the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors. And if Magpie ever treats me poorly, you have my word and our family's honor, I will wield my katana and gut them like a fish. No pressure or anything. A tear rolls down from behind Oni's demonic mask. You sure you want to marry into this? And one last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it. But maybe stop focusing so specifically and obsessively on it. What he did, it was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. Some good advice from the Oni. I'm shocked. Be well, Rin. I will see you again soon. Now let's go, servants. Clint and Danis. Return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to? Yes, sure. I swear, this is still better than dealing with Trapper's dad. Oh, do you get to meet Trapper's dad? I'm sorry if I was disrespectfully of your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realize I will never measure up to someone like you. A warrior with a hell of a sense of fashion. I mean, that mask. Oh, to someone like that, sorry. Don't worry, I would never expect you to, or want you to, really. If all I ever wanted was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down in Trapper's Cave right now avoiding his vintage bear traps. But that's not the life I've imagined for myself. This sense of abstract duty, anger at a world changing around me, a lust for blood, there's no way to live. That's no way to live. And yet, as you now know, that is the Yamaoka way of life. Forever, I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside of me. Or at least, maybe I was, until now. Call me the Dragon Tamer, baby. No, it's such a bad pickup line, no. You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it. Yeah, really? Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. I think we've spent enough time in this lantern room. We should get back to the beach. Oh, that line was so cringe. Oh, it hurts. The moonlight sets a romantic mood as storm clouds roll in and surround the black lighthouse. Oh, that's so pretty! Sorry, the art in this game is amazing. You know, the sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, it will rise again. Oh! Spirit removes her sheer robe, showing you her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon. Maybe you could help me get a head start in applying tomorrow's sunscreen. Again? I mean, yeah, of course. Last time was... well, I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. To be totally real with you, I kinda just asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it. I swear though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled a foot freak. Not that there is anything wrong with feet, it's just that something about that kind of attention really gets people talking. Steady, steady. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh, crap. Close. Oh. Almost. No! Close. Okay, at least it's letting me. Almost. Come on, I'm so close. Why am I doing so bad at this? Yes, okay. Yes! Oh no. Okay, at least it allows me to retry each time. Okay. Okay. This is so strange. I wonder what the others are after the date. Ah, so close. Almost. Oh, come on, I was almost there. No! Is she gonna kill me if I don't get it right enough times? Okay. Sorry, this is gonna take a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, whoops. I misclicked. No! I keep doing it too soon. No! I'm so sorry, Spirit. I'm just getting, like, the sunscreen on the sand all over the place. Yes, okay, finally. God, that's so goddamn hot. I love feeling your hand sliding up and down my feet and between my toes. My skin has never been more moist. Oh, moister than an oyster. Get up here right now. Before you can find a towel to wipe off your lotioned hands, Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Her lips lock onto yours. They're surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon and you find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow straps of her space. I don't know if I even should be saying this out loud. You feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life, snaking through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you up off of your feet. Come here, you. This is what it feels like. Fly. As Spirit pulls you close, you feel bits of glass press into your flesh. Pain and pleasure mix and wash over you like the ocean, salty air stinging your skin as you writhe against your undead lover. The lighthouse howls. In the darkness, you're pretty sure that Spirit lets the dragon inside of her take over. Oh, this is, it's getting spicy. If it kills you, you're sure it will all have been worth it. The clouds part just as you manage to pull yourself exhausted away from Spirit. Oh. A chunk of broken glass is lodged in your shoulder. When you pluck it from your skin, it drips blood. Sorry, I think this got stuck into me when I was having the best night of my life. Spirit drags her fingertip over the sharp end of this glass shard. Keep it. Consider it a memento. I wonder if you pay attention to the art, if there actually is a piece missing somewhere. I've got plenty more where that came from. Well, was it successful? You arrive at the beach to find Claudette and Dwight waiting for you. Now is the time, Magpie, to face your destiny. Actually, about that. Magpie, can we talk privately? Maybe, not here. Maybe someplace else would be better for this talk. You know how we feel about schedule, Spirit. Very strongly. And you know how I feel about you telling me what to do. Don't do it. Like I said, I'd rather have this talk with Magpie privately. It's not right to do it here in front of everyone. You know, from my experience in upper management at my father's mine, I learned that if you're going to fire someone, it's best to do it in public so they don't freak out. Please, enough of the fire talk. What, you think? No, she couldn't be. They seem so in love. Well, I mean, not really. Spirit is still Spirit. But if I tried to imagine Spirit in love, I suppose she hasn't attempted to murder Magpie yet, so... Okay, fine. Your guess is as good as mine, really. That girl is very hard to read. A word of advice, though. If you're going to end it quickly. In my experience, the more pathetic the creature, the more annoying the final howls are. I don't need any advice. Everyone out! Except for Magpie. Did someone say final howls? That's kind of my whole jam. I can stay, right? No. Especially you. Out. Lame. Alone with Spirit, you feel something awful hanging in the air. More awful even than the lingering smell of that Cleaver body spray. Ugh, that gag. I'm gagging. We're all gagging for Cleaver body spray. I don't know what you plan on saying, but before you say anything, just know that I really, really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over the past few days helped me to get to know myself. For that, I just wanted to say thank you. That's sweet. You're welcome. And you know what? It's that kind of thing that shows me you've got a good heart inside of you. Too good for me to carve out and toss into the ocean, but also too good for me to love. So am I gonna die? I need someone who shares my interests. Someone I can connect with. Someone jaded and dispassionate, only driven forward by a desire for revenge. I need someone who isn't so warm that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you. Oh, can we just be friends? No, I thought I avoided the friend zone. I don't know if... Before you finish that, just know if we're not friends, we'll probably become enemies and I will destroy you. Friends it is! I'm glad to have you here for me when I need you, but also not too close to me when I don't. So yeah, I'll see you around. Spirit starts to leave. Wait, what? That's it? That's how this ends? You're just leaving me here? I'm not sure I'd use the word ends, and for that matter, I wouldn't say that I'm leaving. But us? We're definitely through. The fact that you can't see that? Well, it just proves that we never really belonged together anyhow. Good night, Magpie. What the hell? I just spent all this time on this island doing everything I can to get to know you, only to be told that I should just leave the chocolate factory through the side door. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I said goodnight, Magpie. See you around. Don't push my luck, me! Geez, I'm sorry, what a bummer. Hey, why did she keep saying she'll see me around? Gosh, I have no idea. Friends forever, you didn't find love, but you found friendship that will last forever. And so my precious killers lived happily ever after, as they should, learning to love themselves first and foremost. Whilst trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. So is the ocean the entity? Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? You made it this far, you should probably know that. Yeah, I was right! That you'll have to play again to find out more! Goodbye, Magpie, see you later. See you again later. And again. And again, and again. Forever. The end. One down. Finish the full game once through, did you? I dare you to try again. Okay, is it impossible to actually romance Spirit? Or is it because I just kept not getting the sunscreen on the feet? Also, to everyone worked on this game, just mwah. Beautiful game. I love it so much. Okay, well... That took a bit longer than I was expecting. I was planning to start wooing another killer, but I think I might leave it here for now. And next time I play this, I will start romancing Huntress. Well, hold on. I just gotta know. Okay, I just looked it up. It looks like there's 8 endings, so it looks like I could romance the Spirit successfully. But I'll hold off on that. I think I'm gonna go through each killer, and then I will, if people want to see it, I will go back again to see if I can get the other ending for each killer, so that I can unlock whatever secret ending there's probably gonna be after doing that. Oh, but this game, it's too fun. Like, it's so ridiculous. I love it. Again, I really hope they make a sequel so that we can have more people to romance. That would just be so funny. Obviously, Trickster would have to be one of the killers. I'm trying to think For some reason, my mind is drawing a blank about what other killers there are. Let's see. So, maybe. Ooh, maybe Plague? Oh, or maybe one of the Legion. That could be interesting. Obviously Trickster. Maybe the Artist. Possibly the Knight. Those are the ones I can think of from that list. I don't know. That would just be fun. But yeah, this was a really fun experience. I can't wait to play more of it. I will be streaming. I'll start streaming again soon. I'm not sure which game yet. I'll figure it out. Maybe some DBD, and maybe I'll play another game later on tonight as well. We'll find out. But yeah, thank you for playing. Thank you for making this game for us to play. This was an extremely fun experience. But anyways, hope you guys all enjoyed it. Yeah, I hope you'll all join me for my next stream. In the meantime, keep wreaking havoc and stealing shiny things. I will see you all soon.